hormones can play a huge role. And quite often what happens is if you have an excess amount of body fat on you, that enzyme aromatase is going to convert your testosterone, the very little that you have, because again, the average is like 300 for men. Okay, so that was one of the things that I had to correct. Okay, and again, you don't have to get injections to correct your testosterone. Okay, you do have to correct your lifestyle. At the time, I remember my testosterone when I started my health journey being somewhere around 500. Okay, and when I got my testosterone levels back up to around 800, that's when I started to notice it was much more easier for me to develop muscle. It was much more easier for me to get motivated about things. And I started to notice the places that I was losing hair, I started to grow back hair. So that receding line started to unrecede. All right, so it's really important for that reason. So body fat is a huge issue. Again, I lost 50 pounds, okay? And then also DHT, dihydrotestosterone, okay? If your testosterone is also being converted into DHT, dihydrotestosterone, and it could be because of 5-alpha reductase, okay? Increased levels of 5-alpha reductase, which could come from a number of different reasons. And there's a number of different things you could do about that. But it's just really important to understand that it could be hormonal, both for men and women. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, parasites in the gut. Okay, parasites in the body in general. Here's why. As you start to develop parasites in your body, they're quite naturally going to lay eggs, and there's going to be more and more parasites. And when they're in your gut, especially if you have an intestinal parasite, it's going to cause initial inflammation everywhere in the gut. All right. These parasites are also, the way that they stay alive is that they consume your nutrients. Okay. All right. So they cause nutrient deficiencies. All right. Many of these nutrients that they love are the very nutrients you need to grow hair. And we'll talk about those in the next number 3 that we'll talk about. But again, they consume a lot of your nutrients, which means that a lot of the reason why you have some of these deficiencies, and when I name these deficiencies, you're going to be very surprised because they're the most common deficiencies. A lot of these deficiencies are not only why you're losing hair, but also why you're so sick as well too. Okay. And these parasites not only consume your nutrients, cause inflammation in the gut, create their own waste and toxins in your gut, in your body, but they also lead to autoimmune conditions. Okay, so what you'll notice is alopecia, whether it be alopecia for women, when you have these circular bald spots, or androgenic alopecia, which is male pattern baldness. This is an autoimmune condition. This is the immune system acting against natural healthy tissue. Okay, a hyperactive immune system. What's causing this is the fact that these parasites are literally causing holes in your gut. And as they're causing holes in your gut, and this waste, toxicity is starting to leak across that barrier into the blood, what the immune system is, this is what's causing the immune system to go haywire. This is what's causing autoimmune conditions. Again, it could be alopecia, it could be rheumatoid arthritis, it could be Hashimoto's, which is one of the ones we're going to talk about in just a second, that is linked to hair loss as well too. But again, parasites could be your issue as well too. All right, that's a really big one that your doctor is never going to look and check for parasites. All right, this is something, if you go back and check my old videos, I talk about the signs and symptoms of parasites. Okay, itchy anus, grinding your teeth, not being able to sleep at night, nutritional deficiencies, all the things that I'm naming so far. A lot of people have parasites and they just don't know it. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, nutritional deficiencies. So I sort of talked about that because parasites can cause nutritional deficiencies. But what's really important to understand about hair loss is that to grow hair, you need certain nutrients to be able to grow hair. Now, what's really important to understand about how the body works is that the body works in priority. Okay. If your whole entire body is inflamed because you have an inflammatory diet, then it's going to be working to put out the flames all over your body. Okay, the flames in your joint, the flames in your muscles, the flame in your heart, the flame in your blood vessels, etc. Your hair is going to be at the bottom of the priority list. All right, so some things get sort of tossed to the side because it's like, well, I need to put out this inflammation in the blood vessels because that could lead to a stroke, a heart attack, etc. Okay, so it's taking away certain nutrients that would have been used for the hair, but the body is understanding that, hey, it's more important for me to do this than it is for you to have hair that you don't need. Okay, so it's really important to understand that the body needs certain nutrients to be able to make hair, to produce hair. All right, so the body needs protein. All right, so you gotta have, and when I say protein, what I really mean is a sufficient amount of amino acids, because no matter what protein you consume in your body is going to break that protein down into individual amino acids and then decide what kind of protein it needs to build from those individual amino acids. Okay, so it needs a sufficient amount of amino acids or proteins. All right, you need biotin. All right, you need iron. Okay, what did I say about parasites? Parasites consume your iron. Okay, they love iron. You need iron to grow hair. This is why a lot of women who have anemia will start to notice that their hair starts to thin. Okay, so it's hugely important to understand that. Again, you may have iron deficiency, but you may not know where it comes from. It could be coming from the parasite. You also need omega-3 fatty acids. Okay, so you need healthy fats. You need vitamin D. You need B vitamins. Okay, all of these things that I've named, with the exception of protein, are some of the top deficiencies. Iron deficiency, omega-3s, B vitamins, okay, like vitamin B12, folate, thiamine, etc. Vitamin D, 76% of the population is deficient in vitamin D. That number is higher for people who are dark like me. All right, so when you start to think about the top deficiencies and then understand that those deficiencies are the nutrients that are needed to make hair, then it makes sense why so many people are losing their hair. Okay, so that's hugely important. Number 4, drinking too much alcohol. One, alcohol is a toxin. All right, there is no other way around it. No matter what you've been told about a study that says that it's good for the heart, all of that has been trumped with new studies, independent studies that say that no, it is a poison to the body. All right, so no judgment, but it's just really important to understand there's a reason why they say when you drink too much alcohol, you're intoxicated. Okay, because it is a toxin. All right, but alcohol depletes you of so many vitamins and minerals, many of which I just named. Okay, as a matter of fact, for all of my healthcare professionals out there, my nurses, my doctors, my pharmacists that are out there, you know, like I know, when somebody comes into the hospital or the emergency room and they have alcohol poisoning, they drink too much, what do? We put them on what's called a banana bag. All right, that banana bag is basically a saline bag that we inject a lot of B vitamins in. Okay, because that's one of the top things that you lose when you drink a lot of alcohol. It depletes your body of it because your body is trying to get rid of toxicity. All right, and to pull this toxicity out, or this toxicity going through the body, pulls out certain minerals and vitamins. All right, so this is why it's really important to understand what you put in your body matters. Okay, it's not just what you put in. You could put in a ton of B vitamins, but if you drink the wrong thing like alcohol, it will clear your body of them. The thiamine, the folate, the vitamin B12, it will clear it. Okay, so well known. People who come in drunk, we give them a banana bag. All right. Vitamin D. Your alcohol will actually deplete you of vitamin D. All right. Vitamin D is actually a hormone. It's actually not a vitamin. So if you deplete yourself of vitamin D, then guess what? You will throw every hormone off in your body. All hormones work together. When you're deficient in one, it will throw the whole endocrine system off, which is the hormonal system. Okay, so again, we said you needed B vitamins and you needed vitamin D. All right, guess what else alcohol depletes your body of? Iron. Okay, so it depletes your body of B vitamins, vitamin D, iron, zinc, because you also need zinc for your hair as well too, magnesium, and vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C for the immune system. Okay, vitamin D for the immune system. So again, you see this sort of issue coming up of depleted, minerals and vitamins, but also things that are being depleted that lead to the immune system being thrown off as well too, which could lead to lead to hair loss as well too. All right, hugely important. Number 5. All right, number 5, candida or yeast overgrowth in the body. Okay, now if you're trying to figure out if you got a yeast overgrowth in your body, one of the ways you could do it is go in the mirror, stick out your tongue in the morning, and when you stick out your tongue, if it's coated in white and not pink, that's a good sign that you probably have a yeast overgrowth in your body. There are other signs. Check out my other videos where I talk about signs and symptoms of yeast overgrowth, but it's just hugely important to understand that a yeast overgrowth